What's going on, everybody? It's been a little while. I know it's insane how life happens. Look, I'm not gonna make this long. I do want to get on here though and tell you exactly what's been going on. If I look kind of half haggard and extremely pale, first of all, it's first thing in the morning. Weather's not all that great. Lighting is obviously fantastic, but uh, I am also very tired. I probably got maybe 5-6 hours of sleep last night, and so that's if I look a bit tired, that's why. Although I don't. Anyway, so point being here, the reason why I'm making this video is I know for the longest time on YouTube, you guys know, 2016 to 2019, I was strictly doing like movie review content and anything to deal with film criticism, and that was kind of where where I would put my talents in terms of the things I looked at. But as time has gone on, you guys have learned more and more about me. The fact that film criticism is not where my passion lies. I love watching movies, I love talking about movies, but the fact of the matter is that my passion is in being super creative. I'm a storyteller by nature. From the age of 5 to now, I've always been in the arts, and from age 14 to now, I was really, and still am really heavily into theater. But in the last few years, I've transitioned over to film, so much so that I helped produce a lot of short films. I'm going to be producing in 3 different short films this fall and winter, and I'm going to be acting in 2 of them, and I made my own feature film. And one thing I wanted to tell you guys about is the fact that I'm I'm finally making the biggest move that I've been dreaming about making since I was 14, since I started doing theater really seriously. I'm moving to New York City. And I'm moving to New York City to finally get my feet off of the ground inside of this business and to finally make this thing happen that I've wanted to happen for a very long time. I've been dreaming about living in New York City for so long and making this acting thing a legitimate thing, but I realize now that I don't necessarily just want to do the acting thing. I found that I have a love for writing and directing. It's funny because a buddy of mine, the person I'm going to be moving to New York with, we were actually talking about this the other day because he's an actor like me, but he's definitely geared more to where just being an actor is what's going to not necessarily satisfy him, but it's the thing that makes the most sense to him. And I'm right there with him. Acting is really one of the only things that has ever made sense to me. But I also love writing and directing. And so we kind of made the comparison that between us, it's like he's Matt Damon and I'm Ben Affleck. And then there was a joke about the fact that when I turn 50, I'm going to be in rehab for like the next 10 years. But when it comes down to it, this is something I've been wanting to happen for a really long time. And I have done everything that I can in my beloved state of Maine. Maine is a really lovely place, and I hope the business eventually moves a lot of their productions and their budgets and stuff to Maine, because there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, while I've been in Maine, obviously I've done a whole lot of film. I've created a whole lot of film. I have taken the time. I've been part of a web series. I helped do a little bit of writing on that web series. I've done theater practically my entire life. I got into music while I've been here. In terms of doing the acting and creativity thing with what I am available to do here in Maine, I have done everything that I can. And so moving to New York, moving to one of the hearts of where the business is centered, just feels like the logical next step. And I know right now it seems like everything is going online, and that's perfectly okay, because even if stuff is created online, there's still stuff to create. And so I wanted to tell you that, not just, to keep you guys informed, but I want to tell you it because me and this buddy of mine, we have these aspirations that are kind of larger than life. And one of the things that we're going to do as we transition from Maine to New York, and while we're in New York, is we're going to document the whole thing. We've talked about, we're going to be making a podcast. We are going to be vlogging. We're going to be making YouTube videos. We're going to be making sketches. And those sketches are going to be both dramatic and comedic. And then we have plans to write scripts for feature films. We've already got a couple that we know for a fact we're going to be working on. And it's just, I feel so grateful. And I feel so grateful for you guys and the YouTube community and the people that I've learned to know on this platform. Because I can guarantee if I didn't get the confidence that I really got back in 2017, where I essentially gave up my purpose, I would not be standing here right now making this video for you guys. I would not be making the transition to New York. But because of YouTube, because of everything that's happened over the past few years, I finally have that confidence. And I finally met someone who has the same goals and aspirations and thinking process as I do. And I'm excited. And I want to tell you guys about this process because I want to keep you guys with us. I want to let you know about what's going on. And whenever we do release a podcast episode, I want to put the audio file on YouTube, not just on the audio platforms where everything is available. I want to put it on YouTube because I want you guys to know about what's going on. And I'll tell you, the podcast is going to range from various different topics, but the main thing is going to be what it's like to be an actor in Maine and what the transition is like from Maine to New York. It's one of those things there's been talks about the fact that we may actually write a book about our experience growing up in Maine and then transitioning out of Maine and then living in New York. There's a lot more that we're going to be doing, and there's a lot more I want to keep you guys in the loop of. But for now, that's really all I can tell you is thank you. This platform and the people I've managed to meet, one of my best friends, Zach Pope, I met him on YouTube. And I want to keep all of you informed and sort of in the loop with what's going on. Because this is an exciting time. I know it's also a scary time with worldwide pandemics and Middle Eastern scares and the whole world is kind of just, it feels like it's falling apart. But I want to make this video and I want to make this content showing our journey, because not only because I want you guys to know, but hopefully if you guys are scared and nervous about what's going on around the world, maybe you can watch our content, maybe you can follow us on this actor's journey and this creative person's journey, and you can get some solace, you can find some peace, you can take a few minutes, maybe, like, I don't know how long these are going to be, but I'm not going to put a time, but you take some time out of your day to just sit, relax, take a deep breath, and just keep yourself centered. That's really what I hope more than anything. And I think this is where I'm going to end the video. But guys, I just got to say again, thank you. Thank you so much for always being there for me. YouTube is an amazing platform. It does have its problems, but that's where I'm going to end it. And that's where this journey begins. And I hope you guys will come along with us. And I guess for the last time, because I don't think I'm going to be saying this again, if you liked what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right there to subscribe and become part of the fray of nerds who love cinema. You guys have a great day.